Man, it's great to win in the National Football League. Appreciative of the efforts today. Certainly required 60 minutes of effort in all three phases to get it done. Certainly there are a lot of things to work on, but it's good to do that with the win. Couple things of note. I thought we started fast offensively, but then we stalled out, obviously, particularly in the second half. But a lot of credit goes to New England and their defense and what they were doing. They were major components of that. Defensively, I thought we were really tight in the red zone and things of that nature. I thought we could have been better on possession downs. Thankfully, we took the ball away from them to alleviate some of that lack of possession down success. But all in all, it was a good team victory, man. We fought for 60 minutes. We utilized a lot of people, specialization of talent, division of labor, things of that nature. Still finding our way, with the number of new people and people out and things of that nature. And so it was a good experience. No significant injuries to mention. Slay missed some time in the game with a leg contusion. I think he was able to get back in and finish. Same with Broderick. But we'll stack this one. Questions?
Takeaways down there by the goal line. How big was the one at the end of the half?
Huge. That's why we spend as much time practicing down in that space as we do as a collective. We got to be great on defense. In the effort to win the point swing, we got to be great on offense. And when you take the ball away, man, you get all 7 points. Usually you're fighting for 4. But, man, those takeaways, particularly down there, were big.
That's technique and some of the things you're working on in practice with the punching and stuff like that.
No question. We spend a lot of time on our ball search culture. But it's just words. It's an agenda. The efforts of the guys make it real, not only on Sunday but during the course of the week. And just felt like we were headed toward a good game in that area just by the way we worked this week in that area.
The passing game wasn't really clicking, but at the end, boom, 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 right down the field, Aaron makes the play. So.
And that's oftentimes the case, man. You can, it can not be going the way you desire, but you better have enough emotion. You better have enough belief. You better stay the course in an effort to do it. You can say the same thing about the defense in New York, and we were able to finish it at the end. Same thing with the offense. Today, but that's what team is about.
Pounding your chest walking out through the tunnel. Does this win have any more significance other than just good to win the NFL, as you said?
It's good to win the NFL, as you just said.
Like Ramondre Stevenson, obviously fumbles have kind of been an issue throughout his career. Was that a coaching point for you guys this week?
It was, but it is every week. We identify, opportunities, and certainly, he had some fumble issues last year, and so it was an agenda of ours.
Like, what were your thoughts on how Derek Harmon played in his regular season debut?
Man, I was appreciative of his efforts, excited for him. He's a competitor. He wanted to be out there with his teammates, man. I thought he represented himself well today, and so it's just upward and onward from here.
97 didn't surprise you?
Never. 97 and 90, never surprised.
What kind of challenge did Drake May provide for your defense today?
His mobility is an issue, particularly in some of them short yardage moments, 4th down and 1s and things of that nature. Quarterback mobility by play design, I thought, was a factor in some of those things. He got out around the edge on us and extended some possessions, but not that we were surprised by it. That's a component of his game, and it's a component of his game that we respect.
Mike Eccles played a lot more snaps. Can you speak to the tackle and the effort that
He's been real solid, man, but he's been real solid throughout this whole process for us. Team development and so forth. He made some big plays today, the interception, the 4th down tackle. He was engaged in the game. He is a good teammate, and I'm glad we got him.
Today, coming straight back to New England after picking up.
I thought he played with great energy and communication. For a guy that's new, his level of communication is unique in terms of, adjustments and so forth, but he's a veteran. He's got a good passion for the game, good relationship with the game, and certainly it's good to win.
Anyone else?
All right, thanks. Could you talk about that last drive and in particular the throw to Calvin after the touchdown?
Yeah, we had to have a drive there, so guys made some plays. Thought an important play was the screen there, Kenny cutting it back inside to give us a 3rd and manageable. And then we actually just talked about that in the huddle before the drive, about just a subtle signal on what I might want if I gave that when Cal was on the other side. So it was nice he was on the same page. I didn't throw the best ball, but Cal's so damn fast. He made a great play.
So, Sam,
It's probably on the TV copy. Everything is these days.
no one else?
Aaron, when you're not taking advantage of opportunities, what's keeping you guys confident or getting you through those chances for that last drive to be there?
Just our defense, honestly. I mean, there was urgency. I think, it was one of those weird disjointed games. We had 3 possessions in the first half. We had a chance on the third possession to keep it going. Pat and I weren't on the same page on the scramble drill. Then we sat on the bench for what seemed to be 20 or 30 minutes. So we just couldn't get into a rhythm at all. And then we came out second half. I made a terrible throw. Defense just kind of stood on our head all day. But, I thought the first 2 drives were really good rhythm-wise, and we just couldn't find that rhythm in the second half.
You did it at the end, though. What's that say about the offense resiliency, stick to it?
I mean, it's what we're supposed to do. We got to make those plays. So we're not in those positions. 14-0, we're feeling pretty damn good about ourselves. We haven't been in the head by 2 scores yet, and 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, starting fast for the 3rd straight week. But I just didn't play great, and we kind of lost our rhythm. Had too many penalties and negative yardage plays, and didn't make them pay when we had opportunities.
Something about the Patriots defense you found especially challenging?
Well, I mean, they throw a lot of different things at you. Felt like they were kind of in a 2-shell to start the game. We kind of ran at them pretty good the first couple of drives, and they adjusted, and we just didn't make enough plays. We had some penalties, had some bad throws, and but they played kind of how we thought they were going to play. They're a tough group. They're well coached, and they were sticky in coverage.
Passing Favre and Rivers for some milestones today. Where does that rank on the list of accomplishments for you today?
I mean, not super duper high. It means I've played a long time. I grew up and, Niners quarterbacks were my favorite, and then Brett, and then I got to play with Brett. I was drafted the year after Phil Rivers. Had a friendship through the game with him for years. Loved watching Phil play. Just his mannerisms, his lack of swearing, trash talk. Phil was one guy I really enjoyed watching on tape, and the only guy to get out of the Pro Bowl with an excuse that he had his 8th or 9th kid, I think, right before that. So good to be mentioned with those guys.
Aaron, what's it like to see when a guy like Jabril Peppers gets to come face his old team and makes a big impact playing a game like that?
Well, I think as former players, when you're playing former teams, that's what you want. You want to make a big play and make them, think about what they lost. So, there's always that. Every single week there's a guy that's facing his former team probably, and you'd like to get him the ball or like to, have him make some plays. But he was definitely happy in the locker room. Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Anyone else?
Aaron, entering the game, New England led the league in sacks. Your offensive line didn't give up any in that. Talk about maybe the growth that you've seen in this young unit over the first couple weeks to today.
Well, it's a group effort, and I've